CPI is just around the corner, guys, and depending on what's happening here in the next 10 minutes, I will go in with the last bit of capital that I have, all into the market, deploying it into Bitcoin and other coins. If you want to know where I am going to buy, regardless of what's happening, then you should not miss out on this episode. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here again on this Wednesday today. We have here in the next 9 minutes CPI coming out. Everybody is still expecting that we are going to get something between 2.8 and 2.9. I want actually to look at poly markets. I did not check today poly markets, what they believe is going to happen. So of course not elections. But let's see here, Fed decision January, so that's what we are looking at here. No, that's for FOMC. So what is happening here with CPI? I'm sure here's also something with CPI today. December inflation. Is this what? Yeah, so here, let's see what Polymarket is saying. So 2.9. 75%. So that we know usually Polymarket is pretty accurate when it comes to stuff like that. And there's a 24% chance that we get 2.8. So here the majority is saying 75% for 2.9%. And if we get 2.9%, I will show you exactly what's most likely going to happen, but only guys, if all the people that are here smashing up the like button right now. And also I see here, let me actually refresh that one more time to see how many people actually are here right now. Oh wow, what happened now? Okay, we are good, Okay, come on guys, smash up the like button. Now, the DXY, if we would anticipate 2.9%, I expect that the DXY will keep falling here to the downside. I don't expect a bounce back here above 109.5 points. Once that is happening, of course, the inflation is a little bit higher from last month, but I think when Trump gets back in office in less than 5 days actually, that then also DXY will keep falling to the downside, will give relief to risk on assets and will propel us into higher prices. When we look into the order book, let me actually get this here again to 100 coins. Let's see what the order book is telling us. The order book is telling us that $95,000 is right now the line in the sand here with major support. So even if we would get a move to the downside from current prices, it would be most likely a $2,000 move. And that will be really short-lived, guys. I can promise you this will be a quick wick to the downside and we will come straight back up. I don't expect, regardless of the outcome of CPI, unless it would be over 3%, that we get here a massive crash today. So, and the only question is, from where am I going to deploy capital? From a little bit lower, if we're going to move to the downside, or a little bit higher, or around the current level. So here on the weekly chart, you see the weekly candle, in my opinion, regardless of what's happening here, will not change a lot the way that it looks today. So over the next 24 hours, I don't expect here a massive change in terms of the weekly candle. And also, once we are closing it by the end of the week, it will not have changed massively. Something that I want to point out here before we are getting here in a little bit more than 5 minutes CPI is that this inverse head and shoulders, this head and shoulders pattern, in my opinion, is invalidated. I told you guys yesterday, if we break above this line here at $95,770 and we get multiple candles above that, most likely that head and shoulders pattern can be considered to be invalidated. So I'm gonna remove this also now here and also remove the neckline. So is it possible, depending on the outcome here in 5 minutes, that we're getting here a flash move back below that line? Yes, of course, but again, something like this is not going to happen, you know. So for this we need a bigger catalyst for this to be happening, especially when we already have taken just a couple of days ago all the liquidity that was down here. So there's no liquidity left, or major liquidity left, that market makers can go for. The only thing that they can go for is for a little stop hunt just around CPI or after CPI, and then turn it around and continue the upwards trajectory, because only here in that area, there is liquidity that can be taken out right now. Only up here, nothing really below. And when we're going then to the 12-hourly chart, so here we are currently reclaiming the point of control on the VPVR. We are just above the highest traded area historically on the VPVR at $97,160. Again, when we are coming out here with CPI data in 4 minutes, expect some volatility here. I'm not expecting that we're staying above this unless it would be below 2.9%. Otherwise, we will most likely get here a small up and down. And I will actually go to the minute chart here before we get CPI. In terms of the EMA ribbon, yes, we are trading above the EMA ribbon. We want to hold the EMA ribbon, but we are also running out of steam on the stochastic RSI. Even though the RSI still has more room to go to the upside, flipped basically just yesterday bullish here, and the MACD is also flying. So we can stay here a little bit longer in that region, but we also gonna get here at some point, I would say in the next 24 to 36 hours, at least one red candle on the 12-hourly chart, so that the stochastic RSI can cool down a little bit before we continue then to push here into much higher levels. On the MDX algo scalp gradients, we are here now in, yesterday actually somebody pointed out, magenta is the right color code for that. In the magenta-ish colorization, where we are just warming up before we are getting then a bigger expansion like over here. So consolidation within the golden ratio or around the golden ratio is for me definitely a bullish sign here for a move that is brewing in direction of the $100,000 level. So, and as long as we are closing today above the daily open, we should be fine and should also get the continuation into higher levels. So, and just before we are going here in 2 minutes into the CPI data, I have something special for you guys, because I was thinking about this for a couple of days already, actually weeks. Only for the next 7 days, guys, if you were looking to buying my course and to learn directly from me and my team how to trade, only for the next 7 days, there will be again a 50% discount on my course. But I promise you guys, this is the very, very last time where I'm going to give this discount, because otherwise there will be some changes to be made in the next coming months to the course, and you will never see this price again. There is a link pinned in the comments. Sorry, in the chat, there is a link pinned where you can directly, like the last time with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, directly go to the payment page and make the payment, and then we're gonna send you the access within 24 hours to the same email address that you have sent us the payment confirmation to. So really important, if you make a payment for one of the programs, send an email to info@amcrypto.us and to the same email address where you sent us a message from with the payment proof. We are giving you access to the program that you actually bought. So use that Linktree link. Only that link is valid. And you also find that link in the description of the video. And you should also not forget, if you buy now the course, you could be potentially also still getting $500 in your Bybit account funded if you sign up between last Friday and this week Friday to potentially Sunday in that time frame. So if you are signing up also on Bybit, I will fund 5 to 10 accounts this week potentially with $500 if you sign up right now with a Bybit account. So now let me actually open here a new chart for Bitcoin because we are getting now here in the last minute, 1 minute chart for Bitcoin into CPI. And I want to see what's going to happen here. We could also go, if it would be really, really funny, we could also go into the 30-second chart. Let me know really quick in the chat, guys. Should I go into the 15 or 13 second chart, or should I stay on the 1 minute chart? Really quick. Because we have here 11 seconds, guys. 9 seconds. So let's see what's going to happen here. So there is some support even here, you know, here, there. Also, if we come lower here, so oh wow, we are teleporting. Whoa, what happened here? What happened? What did we get? Come on, that stupid website. Refresh now. We had 98. Wow. Did we get 2.8? Oh, come on. Okay, I think I need to go to Twitter to actually see what's happening here. Only there I will get proper information. Nothing out yet. Is Bitcoin still pumping? Yes, we are still pumping. So if somebody knows, let me know. Because Bitcoin would not be pumping like this. Worse than 2.9? No, 2.9. Okay, 2.9. That's what we wanted, 2.9. So that's why Bitcoin is pumping. 2.9 is good. So now when we look at my Bitcoin trade here on ZoomX, so that one is exploding with $83,000 right now in profit. So I'm definitely not going to change anything on that. Again, if you want to trade on ZoomX, there is a link in the description. You see, we are making a massive bank on these trades here that were all public, guys. You know, these trades were public, and you also get $45,000 worth of deposit bonuses if you use the link in the description, and it's a non-KYC exchange. So now, let me go back quick here. So we are now above the golden ratio. That is good. Where's my 1 minute chart that I just opened here? Where is that 1 minute chart? Where did I get this 1 minute chart? Okay, it doesn't matter. We keep on rolling here. We keep on rolling. So now with the liquidation levels, we are above the 200 moving average here on the 4-hourly chart. So now that opened the doors to move here into the high leverage liquidity that's still all the way up here at 99,200 to $100,200. So here $1,000 spread to take out all the over leveraged liquidity that's still all the way up here. And it looks like that Bitcoin might actually go for this in the next coming minutes. So I think the market needs to digest this now a little bit. And once it digests it, I think we could actually see here a move to $100,000. I'm not thinking that we're going to hold that level. I think that we're going to get a wick from that. But that's fine. You know, what I want from the market right now is that we are just closing this 4-hourly candle above the 200 moving average. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what I'm looking for. So now, when we're looking at the liquidation heat map, let's actually go here now into the last 3 days. Then also here, no, let's actually go here back to the month. So you see here, the highest concentrated area. So that's why we're short squeezing. Remember, I told you guys yesterday, once we get over $97,700, we are starting to short squeeze here in direction of $99,000. That is exactly what is unfolding here right now in front of our eyes. And the next stop will be then here $103,000 if we can hold above the golden ratio that I have just shown you guys. Now on the 1-hourly chart, also here, we are now back at the prior top range here. So we are actually breaking above this. So Bitcoin just keeps going right now. Insane. So here, really nice on the 1-hourly chart. Indicators are telling us there's more room to go higher on the stochastic RSI and on the MACD, and also the RSI can still go a little bit higher. We are starting to be overbought here, most likely with the next 1-hourly candle close. But for now, Bitcoin is moving here massively to the upside. So here, the trade that I just have given you guys yesterday starts also to bearing fruits here. Remember, I told you guys, take a little bit profit around here. So if you are in that trade that I had given you here absolutely for free, of course, then start take like 25% off the table and raise your stop loss to like $97,200. So regardless what happens, this trade is now massively in profit, and you can write the rest into the take profit target here of $100,000 and $150 approximately. So now when I look at Bybit, yeah, my Bybit trade is now exploding. And so I'm up here 103% roughly, $15,000 more or less in that one single candle. It was roughly $10,000 earlier before I started the stream. So this is here really nice that there I see something like this, that this trade is absolutely smashing it right now. We're also going to have a look at some of the altcoins. I just need to check here something else really quickly on my phone. If my phone lets me. My phone is bugging a little bit. So let me see here. How's this looking right now? Please tell me something good and nice, because I need a little bit more money here. This is a fucking joke. Okay, so this might be happening later. But I will not complain. I will not complain. I should be happy with what I have, but this is also strange. Why is this not really moving? Okay, so that is fine. So let's move on here. So the Bitcoin dominance, oh, this is also amazing, guys. So altcoins should be actually pumping right now. So you see here what I mentioned yesterday. I said to you guys, if this here is below that lower high here, in any case, that will be bullish for Bitcoin, and that I would be looking today for a turnaround. And this is exactly what we are seeing here. So we are getting the turnaround that we were expecting the dominance. So that means that major altcoins are most likely pumping right now. We're going to have a look here in a second. And that might be continuing until we hit 58%. Once we break 58%, expect from here a really accelerated decline to 57%, potentially even below that. Then again, some consolidation, and then we are looking for the next major leg here in direction of 55% on the dominance. The total free market cap is breaking out here according to plan. And following our trajectory. What did I tell you guys here with the trajectory that we had here for the last 6 to 8 weeks, actually? So we are having this here for a long time already mapped out. And what we also had mapped out is that we are having some more likes here on the video, guys. What's going on? What's going on? I need more likes here on the video. Obliterate the like button. Obliterate it the same way like we were pumping right now, you know? So 88 likes here. What's going on, guys? I want to see here like 150, you know? So there's like 340 people on the stream. Let's get at least 150 that more people actually see that stream here, because I'm already like half through the stream, you know? So we need more people here. And of course also subscribe if you're new here to the channel, see this for the first time. So here the total free market cap will get a pullback in the next couple of days, guys. So even though we are pumping right now, I definitely expect here a smaller pullback in the next 2-3 days, most likely back here to 984 billion to 977 billion. We are trying to break here above $1 trillion again, so which is amazing. So, but we're gonna get a pullback, you know. So once the pullback is done, then we are starting the real lift-off phase. So here on Ethereum, when I look at Ethereum right now, also here I would expect besides maybe, yeah. So here also expect on the 4-hourly chart that we are maybe reaching here $3,400, maybe even the golden ratio over the next 48 hours. But from there, I expect then also that pullback back to $3,300, $350 approximately. And from there, we are then finally breaking this downward sloping trend that is holding us down to reach $4,000. So every single time when we try to break above that, we got smashed down. But the next time that we come up here, I expect to break this. So if you're looking for an Ethereum trade, you can start to nibble a little bit on a long position here, not too crazy leverage yet. Don't use more than like 4x, I would say. That would be the maximum that I would be looking for here, not more than that. And I want to 8 more likes, guys. 8 more likes. If you did not smash the like button yet, get me 8 more likes here. The reason for that is really simple. We are having still some resistance here from the VPVR. The golden ratio is just above that. So this will give us some resistance. And I expect even if we get up here, that we come one more time down, and then it's time for liftoff for Ethereum in direction of $4,000. So here Solana is currently retesting the downward sloping trend line here. But here on the stochastic RSI, we are running out of steam on the 12-hourly chart. Even though we are getting here a buy signal, and the RSI has still a lot more room to go to the upside. But if the lower time frames are not giving us here a sign, yeah, so here that might be the last 4-hourly candle that is pushing here before we start consolidating for a little bit over the next 2 days. Same thing here, and then you're going to get here a move above $216, $220 to the upside. Now let's talk about some altcoins. So XRP. So XRP caught my eye today because we were retesting earlier already here these highs that we had put in at the beginning of December. And I want to warn you guys, so if you're not in XRP, right now, there's two ways how this can go. So one way is that we're actually smashing through now with all the bullishness of Bitcoin through $2.87. And there I would open a position with 50% of the money that I would like to use in that trade. And trade this here into the prior all-time high of $3.53. $3.53, sorry, $3.53. So if we're getting rejected from here, then you get another chance to buy between $2.70 and $2.60, what is it, 63 approximately. From here, I expect that XRP will turn around and do something like this. And from once we are reaching $3.53, XRP will go into price discovery, and the next stop might be $5 from here. So you guys know I'm not a huge XRP fan, absolutely not. But that is what I'm seeing right now. So here the 3.618 might be the next imminent target once we are taking out the prior all-time high over here, which is also a golden ratio level. And we are basically making a $2 move here to the upside. So that's why I have currently on another ZoomX account actually an inverse perpetual on XRP running just to get more XRP. But trust me, guys, by the end of this bull run, I'm gonna sell every single XRP token, no matter where XRP is. If it's at $5, $8, $9, $11, I really couldn't care less about XRP. I'm gonna sell every single token, and most likely never gonna touch it again. So now other coins that I had here today a look at was Cardano. And Cardano also getting here ready to retest the downward sloping trend line. If you were looking for an entry, most likely on a 1 hourly chart, so yeah, your entry is right now here at $1.04. I would say I would not wait here any longer for this. Again, if you were in the Telegram group, you got a trade signal from all the way down here. So you should have taken already here the second time profit, because this is the second take profit level that we are currently sitting at. And here, I would use that right now as a re-entry. So if you were in this trade, you can add to your position again with your profits if you want to, but just make sure that your stop loss is now here at the first take profit level at $1. The same goes if you open a new trade right now, your stop loss is here at $1 from the current level. That is a 4% move of a stop loss, but you're looking here at actually at $1.18 was another level for Cardano. Yeah, so there's another level. So, but you're still looking here at around 13-14% of a profit to the upside. That can also happen here rather sooner than later. So another coin that caught my attention today was here Manta. Here, surprisingly, a rejection from this downward sloping trend line, but on the other side, also not so surprising, because from these highs, we did not even get close here with that lower high to retest it. Now we properly retested it here over the next coming hours. We might get a move up here to break through this. Then the next major resistance will come in here from this downward sloping trend line at over $4. And then the next one at here, the higher range that we're currently trading is at $4.15, $4.16. These are the two next imminent targets. So if I take here something like this, and I would say, okay, you wait for that break here. So then you're looking here at 10%, and I would use kind of like this here. So this would be the trade setup that I would be looking at. The other trade setup, so there is a secondary one, would be from here to the upside. And I always would use this here like as a stop loss. So both trades from a risk to reward perspective are absolutely fine. So that one trade here gives you 10% and is a little bit less riskier than this one here. But this one gives you also 3% more profit, you know. So, but you have here on the less riskier one, as you can see here, a tighter stop loss, and you have actually from a chart perspective, the better entry, because you are waiting for that downward sloping trend line to be broken before you enter this, because also here there is a horizontal level that is currently acting as resistance. So that is definitely, from a trading perspective, the better entry. But like I said, if we come down here one more time, this might be a really good opportunity if you want to maximize your profits here on your trade. Here again, not much, not more than like 5x leverage on a trade like that. 5x leverage gives you 50% or 64% on that trade setup. So here, if I go to a higher time frame, you actually see here that is the current trading range that we are moving in. So, and if we come down here into that buy zone, it's not the end of the world, So that's a major underlying support before we get another leg to the upside. Then comp is actually moving here right now already to the upside. So here I have two buy zones. It looks like that the first one is the one that you can use, but also here I expect from the 4-hourly chart at least, at some point in the next 24 to 36 hours, some red candles and consolidation because of the stochastic being so high here. The RSI still has a little bit more room to go to the upside. So that, like 16, 20 and 20 hours more of upside based on the RSI. And then you're going to get here definitely either some consolidation or some downwards movement. But in the meantime, we are forming here that W pattern that is on the cusp of breaking out. So look at this here. If I draw here a horizontal line, and then we are measuring the target conservatively. So that puts here comp at around $95 with that target here of the W pattern. So if you see the neckline to be broken, that would be my entry for this trade on a 30 minutes chart. That's what I would be looking out for. So, and here that is the trade setup that I would be going for with a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2.78. You have a 5.71% stop loss against almost a 16% take profit level. Let me actually get this more accurate. Yeah, so it's 15.87% potential return here on that trade setup. So just wait that that neckline of that W pattern gets broken here at around $81.92. So then the next one, before I go into some coins that you can request, is Algo. So Algo also here right now in that in that less preferable buy zone. Let me call it like that. So here we got a W breakout already. So because also here you have a W. Let me actually change these lines really quick. So no, so 2. So and let's see here, conservative target. So here you see the target would be 43 cents, 0.8. We are at 41 cents, so that is another 5% move to the upside, roughly 6.6% move to the upside. So it is not the wrong moment to enter here, especially when you look here on the 1-hourly chart. So here across major altcoins, you see this now across the board. The stochastic just flashed a buy signal for continuation to the upside with the MACD coinciding this. So here in 11 minutes, when this candle closes, I would expect here another another move to the upside. So here that buy zone is not is actually a good place to open a position here, but again, you need to trade here with a stop loss. So the stop loss would be slightly below the neckline here for me. Basically here, the bottom of that red candle. And then my upside target would be here the next major level of resistance, which is somewhere in between here. So between 15.5% to 5% to like 18.25%. So that that is like a 3% difference in that range here. So here that would be my take profit zone. So you should take profit rather sooner than later, so that means here when we are scratching here at 47 cents 0.3, I would start taking profit. And if we get here up to like 48.5, then you take here along the way, you start closing out your position. And that can give you a total return of like So if you average it, it would be around 16%. You know, if you keep taking profit here only in that red area, once we are through the 41.3 cent level. So let me look here. Let me see here quick. Yeah, Solana, we spoke about this already, so don't need to speak about Solana. Let's have a look here at Chainlink. I think I have still my Chainlink chart here somewhere. Link, there we go. So Link also pumping exactly as expected. So here I also definitely expect continuation. We are going tomorrow most likely for the breakout here into $22.60, $23.40. In that area, I expect some resistance where we will come back down to the $22 mark, and then you're gonna get here the continuation in direction of $31, only then. So that will most likely coincide with lower time frames where the indicators need to cool down and price action needs to consolidate in that time. So expect that we are getting another nice move here by tomorrow, but then on Friday, like I said, I would expect that we're getting a small turnaround, some consolidation over the weekend, and then we are going higher. Let's have a look at AVAX. I have here somewhere an AVAX chart. So yeah, also really nice candle here to the upside, and that on a daily chart. So here, I would potentially also not wait right now to enter this. Because I think over the next couple of days, this might just keep flying, you know. So when I look here, something like this, let me see here the 4-hourly chart. Here we might need a pullback. Yeah, but also here, the next 10 to 14 hours here, we could fly all the way up to like $42. $42 is a major resistance level. From there, I would also expect a short-term turnaround, most likely back to like the $40 level, and then you get continuation back here to $52 and $54. I also want to have a quick look at SUI because I'm still in SUI. So here SUI is also moving back to the upside. We need to get over that stupid level here that we are currently fighting of $4.75. Once we are above that level, you're going to see an attack of that downward sloping trend line, anti-golden ratio once again, and once we are above that, you get continuation. The daily chart, I think, bottomed here. Yeah, is about to bottom right now. So most likely tomorrow you're going to get a nice candle to the upside here, or the day afterwards. So in the next 24 to 48 hours, we should get a really, really nice pump here and continuation for SUI. And the next one, let me have a look here. So we had to look at AVAX. Let me see here. Render really quick. I have here also somewhere a render chart. Render. So render also pumping today here. Daily chart also bottoming out currently. Here, same thing with SUI. Expect a move here back into the $8 range. That is major resistance. If we can break through this, you're going to get straight another move here into $9. But either at $9 or around the $8 level, we are gonna facing some resistance where we start consolidating before we get then continuation to the upside. So if you're entering right now into a render trade, then be prepared to take some chips off the table here at the $8 mark and move your stop loss then to your entry, and then the trade's absolutely risk-free regardless of what's happening. That's how I would play that. And then you wait for the continuation to be unfolding, or you get stopped out with no losses and actually profit because you have then already some profit off the table, and you can roll these profits over and build a bigger position around the original entry. So that's how I would play that. So I'm gonna do here quick theta. I'm not sure if I have still a theta chart here somewhere open. Let me have a look here. So Coty going back where it was earlier. So XRP also just back where it was earlier. Let me see here. Theta. Here on my drawings. Shit. Yeah. So here. Oh, also really bullish for Theta right now. We are breaking with today's daily candle here above that downward sloping trend line. So there is a secondary trend line I just want to make you aware of that. So we could pump here first to like $2.40 roughly, you know, $2.40. If we are managing to get above $2.40, we're gonna get stopped here between $2.50 and 55. So from there, I expect then again a small pullback back to like $2.40. Then we break through this. Then we get a massive move here past $3 again. So here, if you're entering this right now, even if it would be just on spot, you're looking at roughly 50% to the upside over the next coming weeks. And if you trade this on leverage and you just want to make here a quick flip, then you're looking at 11 to 13% from the current price level. Guys, unfortunately, I have to run again because, so something else that I have to mention before I actually go, guys. Again, if you want to take my course, guys, there is a 50% discount right now for the next 7 days on the link in the chat that is pinned in the chat, and in my description, you find the link. When you go and buy the course, you need to send an email with your payment screenshot to info@amcrypto.us. Once you have done that, my team will send you your access credentials to the same email address that you sent us your email from. And something else I need to mention here for tomorrow, another service announcement here. Tomorrow I will be streaming way earlier, most likely way earlier than I usually do, because I will be at a friend's house. And my friend has kids, so I want to do that before, actually, when they're eating, you know. So when they're eating, it should be quiet in the house, so I have time to stream there. I will be also over the weekend streaming way earlier than usual, because I will be back in Phuket at a massive Electro Festival with all the crypto guys, with Coach K, with Didi, and all the other people that usually are with me when I'm in Phuket. So we will be partying like crazy on that festival. So don't expect me to do streams during the my evening. These streams will be happening between, if I had to guess, between noon and 3 p.m. Bangkok time. So it might be for you quite early, but it's absolutely fine. So maybe I will also just record videos again. I did not make my mind up yet how I'm gonna handle that, but this is what's going to happen, and this will last until Monday. On Monday we go, no, actually Tuesday. On Tuesday I go back to normal, to the time where I stream right now. But between tomorrow and next week, Monday, it will be way earlier than right now. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I see you with more profit tomorrow.